Hi, I'm Stuart from the Norfolk Honey Company and welcome to my Getting Started in Beekeeping 2017 series of videos. I've brought the camera today up to my allotment where about 8 years ago I set up an apiary for just a couple of beehives, and having then expanded the number of colonies I've got, I took the bees away from the apiary and I hadn't returned any bees back to the allotment because I'd got maybe 10 hives in one location and I didn't just want to have to come up to the allotment to check on just 1 or 2 beehives. But I thought this year it would be a huge opportunity for me to show you how to set up an apiary on an allotment, maybe at the bottom of your garden or in a small confined space. And what I'm going to do is bring in a nuke and show you how to install a nuke into a full-size beehive, and we'll run this particular apiary with just the 1 colony throughout the season, and I'll show you how to do an artificial swarm on that colony once it builds up so that you can then divide it into 2 colonies, and we'll look at all of the trials and challenges that you have in just getting started in beekeeping. So I'm hoping that this video and this series, this playlist, will be ideal for the absolute beginner who's just starting in beekeeping and wants some help and assistance in setting up their apiary and seeing their bees through their first season and through into next winter. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do consider subscribing. We've got over 100 videos now to share with you in our back catalogue, and we're going to be producing a lot more through this summer. I'm hugely grateful to all of you that have signed up on our Patreon page, and my particular thanks this week go to Richard, who has signed up as our latest patron on the Patreon page. That's patreon.com/Norfolk Honey, and our patrons are now helping support me in producing these videos, and it's my hope that as we go through the summer I can produce lots more videos and help lots more beekeepers. So this series of videos will probably feature every fortnight. I'm going to record a video each week, but what I'll do is alternate the videos between YouTube and my patron page, so there will be videos in this series that will be for our patrons only. So if you want to catch the whole series, then please pop over to the patron site and take a look. I'll put all the details in the description below, and if you could support us in any way, that would be great, but I'm very grateful to everyone for watching these videos anyway. So this site, as I mentioned, was started around 7 or 8 years ago, and it's fallen into disrepair. So today I'm just going to give you a quick look round the apiary, and then I'm going to spend some time just tidying it up, repairing it and preparing it ready to take a nucleus colony of bees, which we'll be bringing in over the next week or 2. And then once the weather warms up and the bees are ready, we'll then transfer them into a full-size hive and hopefully get them through into the spring and see them grow and develop through the summer, ultimately leading to them being split and then ending the season with at least 2 colonies here, trying to prevent swarming and maybe even taking a small crop of honey off them. So let me show you a few photographs that I took when we first set this apiary site up, and you can see what it looked like at the very beginning, and then I'll spin the camera around and give you a guided tour of the mess that it is at the moment, and I'm hoping then to be able to tidy it up and have it all ready. So that was what it looked like, and I'm going to take the camera off the tripod now and just give you a quick guided tour around this fairly small space and show you the kind of mess that it's in at the moment, and then we'll get it all tidied up and show you what it's like when we're finished. So fairly typically when I'm not using a site, it ends up becoming a storage area or a dumping ground, and rather embarrassingly you can see that there's an awful lot of junk here that needs to be sorted out. But I don't suppose that this is really too different to the way lots of areas end up. You can see it's quite a small area, and we've had problems on the allotment here with rats, and so that's what that soil is down there. That's from the compost heap where the rats were getting in, so we need to tidy that up. and then back to the beginning. So all the equipment at the end there needs to be cleaned, but that's where we do have our little storage area here. And because this is a local council run allotment, we have to adhere to various rules. So we have to put a barrier up so that the bees don't annoy our neighbours, and you can see that it's started to fall down. We've got space here for 3 hives. There's the one in front which has got a disused hive in it, and then over to the right we've got 2 more large concrete slabs where we normally put our hives, and the small one I think is where we performed an artificial swarm. So we've got stone on the floor at the moment, and that's looking a little bit thin. I'd like to switch that to wood chip if I can, but for now we're just going to tidy it up, secure the fencing and get it ready to take some bees. And one final thing before I get started is that if you are looking to put bees on your allotment site, then do check with the authority that oversees your allotments, because there may be some rules in place that you need to adhere to. Certainly here we have to have passed the British Beekeeping Association basic assessment and have jumped through a couple more hoops in order to be allowed to keep bees on our allotment sites. So do check locally before you start taking bees onto your allotment. So that's the groundwork done. It's looking pretty clear now and nice and clean, ready to take some bees, but we need to fix all of this netting along the side here, and some of the posts have snapped, so I need to fix those in place. So I'm going to crack on and do those now, and then we're ready for the spring. So unfortunately I couldn't quite finish the job in hand today because I don't have any staples to finish off the wiring between these posts up here. I'm going to come back in a couple of days time and just finish this off. Once I've completed it all, I'll then give you another quick guided tour, perhaps when we bring the hives up and get it all set up ready to take the nukes. So let me just give you a quick look at how the apiary is set out, and then we're all ready to show you when we bring the bees in ready for the spring. So the site itself is about 7 metres by 2.5 metres wide, and there's plenty of room here. We could get quite a few colonies set out, but we're going to just have 3 concrete slabs for the bees. So we'll probably put the first colony on the centre slab here, and then once all this equipment is cleaned up, it'll all be removed and ready to go. And then we've got another slab in this end, and we'll probably stick another colony on here when we do an artificial swarm. So this is really how you can set up an apiary on an allotment if you're an absolute beginner, and get it all ready for delivery of your first nucleus colony. I'm going to get it all finished off, and it'll be ready for you to see the next time we come up and shoot the next video. Hope you found that interesting. Please do hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button and share on social media. And thanks again to everyone that's signed up on Patreon. And if you'd like to take a look at that, it's patreon.com/Norfolk Honey, and I'll put all the information in the description below. We'll catch up next time. So for now, thanks for watching.